It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next are the Texans' burner at wide receiver. He's making some noise for end-of-year awards and could hit 1,400 yards this week. It's the Texans and the Jaguars coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They go play action with Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give to ETN running right, down inside the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Jones has it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll go again with ETN. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man from Old Dominion, the former Monarch, at quarterback Taylor Heineke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
First down, Heineke. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Up the middle they go. Daniels. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. He finds his man complete. That's Daniels. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Daniels. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Daniels calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now Heineke. He finds his man complete. That's Daniels. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Dances by him, finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Etienne up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another tote for Etienne. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 33. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. Touchdown Jaguars. Zay Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Heineke. And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Able to slither by. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now Lawrence on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Straight ahead, ETN. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that's on the guard, Cody Ford. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This complete right side to the tight end, Farrell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lawrence going to throw again. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Luke Farrell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. On first down, it's Daniels. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 41, Heineke. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Play action now. Here's Heineke. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Flush to his right. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Justin Matabike able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
After the sack on first down, Heineke. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Daniels. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Daniels. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Daniels. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. Oh, good move. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
From the gun, Heineke. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Heineke now. Escaping the pressure. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taylor Heineke taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence, a slant to Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Heineke trying to get him up to the line quickly. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Heineke. And Daniels has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And they'll throw again. Heineke. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 1st down, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reach halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. David Bell, a touchdown reception. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. And meanwhile, for the Texans, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there, because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score, put some points on the board, and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne, and he's got it down to the 28. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Finally held down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And his kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board. And
he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Houston's offense taking over again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On second down now, it's Daniels, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and what was his 10th carry in the game?
Sometimes it's hard to believe. There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to him on first down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Boy, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And the play fake, and now Heineke. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Heineke. And Daniels has it, left side. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And a fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give it a credit here because they're playing this game at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Etienne once more. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. A handoff for Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Lawrence on third down. This is Reese on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Now Lawrence on first down. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Lawrence going to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Reese. And the Jags are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now Lawrence. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Reese. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Now this offense back out and set to go. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Heineke. He gets it to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Daniels. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Heineke. Throw left side complete. That's Daniels. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 3rd down. It's Daniels, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Heineke. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Heineke on 1st down. There again is Cooks, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, the back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
Key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And a Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run here with ETN. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On 3rd down, here's ETN. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Reese. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run. It's ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. ETN with it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 144 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Etienne. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Holding. Offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jalen Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Up the middle they go. Daniels. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Daniels, and he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. And he fires one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Heineke. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Heineke. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Etienne. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. And they will take a knee here. 2nd and 11 now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Jacksonville, it was too little, too late as they finish off the regular season with a mark of 7-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.